We get calls from people all the time thinking about making a move to the North Metro Atlanta area for one reason or another. Maybe it's a job relocation, or maybe you're just simply moving here because you're able to work from home and you want to take advantage of the great weather and all the beautiful things that North Metro Atlanta has to offer. Well, today we're going to dive in and cover the top 5 suburbs that you should consider when you are making a move to the North Metro Atlanta area. I'm sure it comes as no surprise to you, but Alpharetta ranked the top #1 suburb of Atlanta on niches.com's recent list. And it's no surprise. We get tons of phone calls from people that want to be in Alpharetta for so many great reasons. It is home to 67,000 people and is located only 26 miles north of Atlanta. So it's the perfect kind of like work, live, play area, especially if you need to commute down into Atlanta for work. You're about a 30-40 minute drive from Alpharetta to get you into the heart of Atlanta. In fact, Alpharetta was selected as Southern Living's #9 best Southern cities, places to live on their most recent list. They described Alpharetta as, quote, a must-experience place, one you will likely want to relocate to once you get a taste of life here. We are not the only ones that think that. In fact, many employers find that Alpharetta is the perfect location as well, and it has become a technology hub for that very reason. Another big draw to Alpharetta is the top-ranked school system that you have here. In fact, you can pretty much live anywhere with an Alpharetta address and be in a very highly top-rated school zone. It's one of the reasons that so many local families are drawn to the area because of the schools and the great location. Because of that, home prices in Alpharetta are also going to be quite expensive as well, so you're going to pay a premium to take advantage of all of these great things. At the time of filming this video, the average sales price of a home in Alpharetta was $775,000. One thing you need to know if you want to be in Alpharetta and you want new construction, well, those aren't really going hand in hand. Alpharetta is an older town with older homes, and so in order to find those new construction opportunities, you're likely going to find yourself looking north of Alpharetta in Cumming. Because everyone loves Alpharetta so much, you're going to have to be prepared to compete for a home in Alpharetta. There is very limited supply. Everyone is drawn to the area because of the good location, because of the good schools, and all the amazing shopping that there is to do there. Speaking of good shopping, Alpharetta has a ton of it and parks to boot. In fact, check out this video that we recently made on all the reasons you'll love living in Alpharetta. So be prepared that if you're wanting a house in Alpharetta, so does everyone else, and you're likely going to find yourself in a multiple offer situation. Another favorite suburb is Suwanee, and that town also made niche.com's list, coming in at #7, and it's also very popular with many of you as well, for good reason. Suwanee sits just 30 miles north of Atlanta, right off of 85, so it is another perfect town to choose if you have to commute. You also have really highly rated schools. One website that we love to use to check out school ratings is greatschools.org. You can check out all the school ratings there, everything from elementary to high school rankings. One of the reasons that families love living here in Suwanee is because you have access to all the amazing parks. In fact, Gwinnett County has over 47 different parks to choose from with over 9,600 acres of green space. We're right here today at Suwanee Town Center, which is another fantastic perk of living in Suwanee. You have this cool like little downtown area where you've got great restaurants and shop and plenty of green space where they have all kinds of events all throughout the year. One of the things that you're going to love about being in Suwanee is the location. It is perfectly located in close proximity to many of the other big towns that you're also going to want to check out for shopping, and restaurants like Alpharetta, Johns Creek, Cumming, and Buford. They're all such a short drive away, and so you're really in the perfect central location. Now, living in Suwanee, you're going to pay a premium here as well, but not quite as much as you are in Alpharetta. The average sales price of a home in Suwanee is $659,000. If you're looking for new construction options, you're likely going to find way more options in a townhome style community than you will single family residential. Like Alpharetta, Suwanee has very little inventory on the market. You have just over 50-something houses on the market as of today, and you are likely going to find yourself in competition for those homes as well. Now, this next town did not make niche.com's list, but let me tell you, it definitely makes our top list of suburbs and yours as well, and that is the town of Cumming. That is located just north of Alpharetta, and it has seen an explosion of growth in the recent years, and it has become very popular, partly because of the popularity of Alpharetta. So we talked about how expensive it was to live in Alpharetta, and because Alpharetta is just south of Cumming, right on Georgia 400, a lot of people have migrated north to consider Cumming. And like Alpharetta, you have excellent schools in Cumming. Cumming schools are located in the Forsyth County School District, and you will find that Forsyth County School District is the #3 best school district in the state of Georgia, according to niche.com. Another perk of Cumming is that it is located just to the west of Lake Lanier. So if lake living is something that's for you and you want excellent schools, well, then you're gonna find yourself on the Cumming side of Lake Lanier. If you're looking for more affordable home options, Cumming is going to give you a little bit more affordability than Alpharetta. The average price of a home in Cumming is right at $611,000. Now, we often get calls from a lot of people that are seeking out new construction options and they wanna be in Alpharetta, but there just aren't any new construction options in Alpharetta. So you will find a ton of options in Cumming. In fact, we just made a video covering the top 5 new construction communities that you'll find in Cumming that are on the market right now. If you're wanting a little bit of the best of both worlds, so you want maybe new construction or you want a community but you want bigger yard space, Cumming is going to be the location for you. Another great thing about living in Cumming is that you also have really good restaurants and shopping. You have the Collection at Forsyth, which is a great outdoor shopping center, and you have the brand new Cumming City Center that recently just opened, and you're also just a very short drive away to take advantage of Halcyon and Avalon right in Alpharetta. But don't get me wrong, you don't have to drive for great shopping. Cumming has all your standard staples of what you would typically find in any suburban town. You've got a fantastic Super Target, my favorite, right there in Cumming, and you also have a Costco. Not every town around here has one of those. Everything that you would want, you're going to have right there in Cumming. Gainesville, Georgia is another town that should be on your list of top suburbs, and is definitely a top suburb of ours and many of you as well. Gainesville is home to 49,000 residents, myself being one of them, and I have to say that this is one of my absolute favorite cities to recommend, especially if you are wanting to be on Lake Lanier. A large part of Gainesville encompasses right on the banks of Lake Lanier on the east side, so you get the perfect kind of balance of getting a kind of small rural town, and then you also have all the amenities that come with being on a great lake like Lake Lanier. We are just at the foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains, and so one of my favorite things is that whenever you're driving around town, sometimes you can just kind of come across this beautiful scenery and you see the Blue Ridge Mountains in the background. And it gets me every single time that happens, and I'm just in awe of the beauty of the Blue Ridge Mountains. If you're looking for something a little bit more of a small town feel, Gainesville is going to be the place for you. Along with kind of that small town feel, you also get the advantage of having lower home prices as well. The average price of a home in Gainesville is $424,000 at the time of filming this video. Now that too has increased quite dramatically over the past couple of years, but it is still one of the more affordable towns that you are going to see in the areas that we cover, where you get a little bit of mixture of everything. You're gonna get good shopping, great restaurants, and a great kind of small town vibe. Gainesville has also experienced a lot of growth, and that is also in large part because of the strong jobs that are here in Gainesville, Hall County. In fact, in 2022, Site Selection magazine named Gainesville as one of the top places for small business investment. Another place that has experienced a lot of growth and development is the downtown area of Gainesville. It looks nothing like what it did 7 years ago when I moved here. It has so many more new restaurants and shopping areas, and there is a fantastic new Courtyard Marriott that is being built right in downtown Gainesville that is going to offer a great location for you to host guests from out of town. When it comes to shopping in Gainesville, you're going to have the cute boutiques that you're going to find downtown on the square, and then you're also going to find your staples like TJ Maxx and Target, Marshalls, Joann's, Hobby Lobby, all of those stores that you would expect to find in a town. Now, when it comes to department stores and kind of like big mall shopping, well, you're gonna find yourself driving to Buford, which is only a 30-minute drive south to the Mall of Georgia. Now, we do have a mall, but let me tell y'all, this is the deadest mall that I've ever seen. You have a Dick's Sporting Goods and we have a Belk. That's pretty much the only thing that's keeping the mall alive. But good news, it recently got sold to investors, and we're expecting to see Lakeshore Mall turn into something great in the years to come. We got a comment on one of our most recent videos that said Georgia just simply is not affordable anymore, and I have to disagree with that commenter. We have a really fantastic suburb of Atlanta called Monroe. Now, this is a really small, quaint, Southern charm town with only 16,000 residents, and it's located in the county of Walton. Now, this county sits just east of Lawrenceville, and you're about a 20-minute drive into Lawrenceville, but it is a very fast growing town where you can get a lot for your money. The average price of a home in Monroe is $418,000, and this is the one place where you can get a new construction 3-car garage for the mid-400s. You're gonna have plenty of options there. This is also a town that you should consider and put on your list if you are looking for more wide open spaces and not a lot of crowding. So the town of Monroe used to be an old cotton milling town, and that was driving the technology and jobs back in the 1900s. Well, now the town is growing just because of its proximity to all of these other great towns and because people need more affordable home options. So they are seeking out the town of Monroe, and developers are building there as well. When it comes to shopping in Monroe, you are going to have some options. They recently put in an Ulta, Old Navy, and a Publix right there in town, and you're only a 15-minute drive away to the nearby town of Bethlehem, where you're gonna have things like TJ Maxx and Target. One of the great things about the location of Monroe is that not only are you close to the cities like Lawrenceville, that's gonna put you closer to Atlanta, but you're also just a short drive away from Athens, which is the home of the University of Georgia. Go Bulldogs. And you have tons of great local stores there, great restaurants, plenty to do, and lots of craft breweries to check out as well. So there you have 5 Metro Atlanta suburbs that you should put on your list if you're considering making a move. We help families from all over relocate right here to the Northeast Metro Atlanta area. If you haven't checked out these videos, make sure that you check them out. We go into much more detail about each of these towns in these videos. For personalized recommendations based upon your family's needs and what you're looking for, make sure you reach out to us. Our contact information is directly below this video.